from Class 9 English Beehive, Chapter 8, Kathmandu. I answer these questions in one or two words or short phrases. 1. Name the two temples the author visited in Kathmandu. Ans, Pashupanath Temple and Bodhnath Stupa. 2. The writer says, all this I washed down with Coca-Cola. What does all this refer to? Ans, all the food he ate. Corn on the cob, roasted peanuts, marzipan, etc. 3. What does Vikram Seth compare to the quills of a porcupine? Ans, flute seller's flutes. 4. Name 5 kinds of flutes. Ans, reed nuar, recorder, transverse, serpent, Japanese shakuhachi. Any 5 mentioned in book. 2. Answer each question in a short paragraph. 1. What difference does the author note between the flute seller and other hawkers? Ans. The flute seller stands quietly in one corner and plays flute softly. He does not shout to attract customers like other hawkers. He seems calm, peaceful, and content, unlike others who call out loudly to sell their goods. 2. What is the belief at Pashupatinath about the end of Kali Yuga? Ans. It is believed that when the small shrine near the river at Pashupatinath grows nearer to the large one, then the goddess inside will escape and the world will come to an end. That will be the end of Kali Yuga. The author has drawn powerful images and pictures. Pick out 3 examples each of I. Atmosphere. Priests, hawkers, shops shouting for attention, people pushing and elbowing each other. River full of dead bodies and ashes. E. Things he sees. Huge Buddhist stupa at Bodhnath. Small shrine slowly sinking into the Bagmati. Flute seller surrounded by bamboo flutes. Eerie sounds he hears. Noise of film songs. Car horns and cycle bells. Sound of many flutes playing different ragas. #3. Answer the following questions in 100 to 150 words. 1. Compare and contrast the atmosphere at the Bodhnath Shrine with the Pashupatinath Temple. Ans. The atmosphere at Pashupatinath Temple is noisy, crowded, and chaotic. People push and elbow each other to see the deity. Priests, hawkers, and tourists create a confused environment. The Bagmati River is polluted with ashes and dead bodies. In contrast, the Bodhnath Stupa is calm and peaceful. There is no chaos, noise, or rush. The place is quiet and spiritual. People walk around slowly in a clockwise direction. It gives a sense of stillness and tranquility. Therefore, Pashupatinath shows confusion and disorder, while Bodhnath reflects peace and silence. 2. How does the author describe Kathmandu's busiest streets? Ans. The author describes Kathmandu's streets as crowded, dusty, and disorderly. There are shops, hawkers, fruit sellers, and people everywhere. Cycle bells, car horns, radios, and film songs add to the noise. The smell of food like roasted corn and marzipan mixes with the polluted air. The streets are narrow and full of chaos. People push each other and rush all the time. Kathmandu looks colorful but very noisy and confusing to the author. 3. To hear any flute is to be drawn into the commonality of all mankind. Why does the author say this? Ans. The author says this because the sound of the flute touches every human heart. Every culture in the world has some form of flute. The flute exists in different shapes and names, but the basic meaning and emotion of music is same for all humans. It connects people emotionally beyond religion, place, or language. The flute seller, surrounded by many kinds of flutes, shows the unity of mankind. Music is universal, and flute expresses this feeling most beautifully. That is why listening to a flute makes us feel that all humans are one.